our next slide of President Kennedy's speech. But when all his, that is Karl Marx says, when all his financial appeals were refused, Marx looked around for other means of livelihood and fame, eventually terminating his relationship with the Tribune and devoting his talents full-time to the cause. Let's stop here. But when all his financial appeals, когда все его финансовые, в данном случае, потуги или претензии, или просьбы, можно сказать, when all his financial appeals were refused, были отклонены, there's another way you can do it. You can take this affirmative sentence and translate it as a negative one, saying, но когда ни одна из его финансовых претензий не получила удовлетворения, when all his financial appeals were refused, you could have said were declined. Or you can say when none of his financial appeals were met, когда ни одна из его просьб не была удовлетворена, Marx looked around for other means of livelihood. Маркс дословно оглянулся и начал искать другие средства жизнеобеспечения. Livelihood is жизнеобеспечение, жизнь. Live – это живой, lively – это тоже живой, an adjective. Livelihood is a noun built from the adjective by means of the suffix hood, livelihood, brotherhood, братство, fatherhood, отцовство, то есть сбор отцов, and so on. Когда ни одна из его финансовых претензий не получила должного удовлетворения, Маркс приступил к поискам других средств существования, means of livelihood, средства существования, and fame, и дословно славы. I think in this case a good word would be известность. Для поисков или в поисках других средств существования и приобретения известности. Eventually terminating his relationship with the Tribune. И в конце концов закрыл свои отношения с газетой Tribune, то есть уволился из газеты Tribune. Eventually means finally, in the long run, at the end of a situation. Eventually. He eventually got married, though he had spent a lot of years being single. He eventually got married. Terminating his relationship. Terminate is to put an end to something. A terminator is liquidator. To terminate someone is ликвидировать кого-то. Your job is terminated. You have to leave this company. Your job is no longer available. Your job is terminated. terminate a relationship, положить конец взаимоотношениям. So he terminated his relationship with the Tribune. Он уволился из газеты Tribune and devoted his talents full time to the cause. И посвятил все свое время делу, devoting his talents full time. That is what he started doing after he terminated his relationship with the newspaper was a cause. He was the founder and creator of the Marxist theory. And so он посвятил все свои таланты и все свое время, а можно без талантов просто, и он посвятил все свое время делу, to the cause. Cause – это благородное дело какое-то. To the cause that would bequeath the world the seeds of Leninism, Stalinism, revolution, and the Cold War. He is taking it a little too far. I will explain why. И посвятил всего себя делу, которое будет передано по наследству, to bequeath, is унаследовать что-то кому-то. The problem is that унаследовать in Russian may mean to receive as an inheritance, как наследство. Heritage – наследие. Литературное наследие, политическое наследие is political heritage or art heritage or literary heritage. To bequeath is передать что-то наследнику. He bequeathed all his money to his daughter rather than to his son. Он оставил все свое имущество в наследство дочери, а не сыну. И он оставил это наследство в виде seeds, семена или зачатки ленинизма, сталинизма, революции и холодной войны. Ленинизм, сталинизм и революция are okay, but why the Cold War? Now let me explain. Marxism is a theory of socialism, and the theory of socialism was embraced by Lenin and his colleagues, his think-alikes, his comrades in his revolutionary endeavor. It was embraced as the leading political notion, as the leading political theory, and that created the idea of socialism as opposed to capitalism, which was the reigning ideology and economy at that time and still is. And so the Cold War to President Kennedy resulted from the fact that the two systems, the system of socialism and the system of capitalism, were opposed to each other for so many years. And so he thought that the Cold War was a direct result of the Soviet Union's existence as a threat to the United States and what he called, and many people called, the free world. Socialism was a threat to the United States and the free world. Okay, let me again stop here. I'm sorry I have to stop so frequently.